An original podcast from podlatino.com.
For more than 20 years, Lionel Messi and FC Barcelona were inseparable. The boy from Rosario arrived as a teenager in need of growth treatment, became the club's greatest legend, and built an identity so tightly woven into the Blaugrana fabric that imagining one without the other felt impossible. Yet in August 2021, the unthinkable happened. Messi left Barcelona not by choice but by circumstance. The farewell shook football to its core, leaving fans across the globe in disbelief. The seeds of that exit had been sown long before. After the treble of 2015, Barcelona began to decline. Neymar departed for Paris Saint-Germain in 2017, a transfer that shattered records and exposed the club's growing instability. The money was spent poorly. Philippe Coutinho arrived for over €100 million, but never fit. Ousmane Dembélé, another record signing, battled injuries and inconsistency. Antoine Griezmann cost a fortune, but failed to justify the price. Each deal inflated debt and salaries, while results on the pitch faltered. By 2019, Barcelona were struggling. They surrendered a 3-0 first-leg lead to Liverpool in the Champions League semi-final, collapsing 4-0 at Anfield. In 2020, humiliation reached a peak, an 8-2 defeat to Bayern Munich in Lisbon. For Messi, it was unbearable. He felt trapped in a club that had lost direction. In August that year, he sent a burofax, an official letter declaring his intention to leave. The world froze. Was Messi really about to walk away? Fans protested outside Camp Nou, demanding the resignation of President Josep Maria Bartomeu. But Barcelona insisted that his €700 million release clause must be paid. Legally, Messi was bound. Heartbroken, he stayed, later admitting, "I wanted to go, I couldn't." The 2020-21 season unfolded in empty stadiums due to the pandemic. Messi played brilliantly, still scoring, still creating, but the team around him seemed broken. Ronald Koeman managed as best he could, but inconsistencies piled up. Barcelona won the Copa del Rey, but La Liga slipped away, and Europe remained cruel. Meanwhile, the club's finances collapsed. Years of mismanagement, coupled with pandemic losses, created debts exceeding €1 billion. Wages consumed most of the budget. Even Messi, willing to take a 50% pay cut, could not escape the math. When Joan Laporta returned as president in March 2021, optimism flickered. Messi respected him, and negotiations advanced. They shook hands on a renewal, 5 more years at reduced salary. The dream of retirement at Barcelona seemed alive. Fans relaxed. Then, on August 5th, the bombshell dropped. Barcelona announced Messi would not continue. The statement was blunt. Financial fair play regulations in La Liga made it impossible to register his contract. Even with his sacrifice, the numbers did not fit. The impossible had become reality. Lionel Messi was no longer a Barcelona player. 3 days later, Messi appeared at Camp Nou for a farewell press conference. The room was filled with teammates, journalists, and cameras. He walked in wearing a simple suit, his wife and children by his side. Before speaking a word, the tears came. He clutched tissues, his voice breaking as he said, "I never imagined saying goodbye this way. I did everything possible. The club Laporta, we tried, but it was not possible." He paused often, overwhelmed. Fans watching around the world cried with him. Some compared it to a funeral, others to a breakup. It was more than a transfer. It was the end of a love story. The reaction was seismic. Camp Nou became a shrine. Fans laid flowers, jerseys, handwritten notes at the gates. Murals appeared across Catalonia, honouring their fallen king. Pundits raged at mismanagement. How had the greatest player in the club's history been forced to leave for free? Politicians debated blame. Children cried in the streets. Across Argentina, Spain, the United States, and India, millions scrolled through images of Messi weeping, unable to comprehend. For 2 decades, Barca was Messi. Without him, what remained? The next chapter began quickly. Paris Saint-Germain moved with speed, offering Messi a contract. On August 10th, he landed in Paris, greeted by thousands at Le Bourget airport chanting his name. He waved from a balcony, smiling through disbelief. The number on his shirt was 30, the same he wore when he began in Barcelona. Yet the sight of him holding a PSG jersey felt surreal, almost wrong. For years, he was synonymous with the Blaugrana. Now he wore navy and white. The football world recalibrated overnight. Episode 8 is not just about a transfer, it is about endings. It is about how a boy who gave everything to one club was forced to leave because of debts, politics, and regulations. It is about the tears that fell at Camp Nou, the shock that rippled across continents, and the reminder that even legends are not immune to the machinery of modern football. For Messi, leaving Barcelona was the most painful moment of his career. He had dreamed of retiring at Camp Nou, of playing his final match in front of fans who had adored him since he was a teenager. Instead, he walked out as a man still capable of greatness, but stripped of choice. The bond remains eternal. Every goal, every title, every cheer still lives in Barcelona's soul. But the chapter closed in sorrow. And yet, endings are beginnings too. From Paris, Messi would begin anew, seeking triumphs in different colours. The love story with Barcelona remains, unfinished yet immortal, a testament to what was built and what was lost. The exit of 2021 was not just the end of an era. It was the day football remembered that even the brightest stars can be dimmed, not by decline, but by the failures of those who were supposed to protect them.